Alright, there is only one way to start off an afternoon of Dream League Wrestling Randomizer, and that is, of course, with the big-time match, Mojo Rawley versus Hulk Hogan. God bless the two people in attendance for this match at the moment, because this should be horrific. There, of course, is Mojo Rawley. His nickname being Hype amuses me more than it should. And of course, here comes the brother man, Terry Hogan. Those of you that tuned into Dream League Wrestling Volume 1, of course, saw the absolutely endless match going, I believe, over 100 minutes, or just slightly below 100 minutes. The face that runs the place match. Both men started out strong with strikes here. Kind of dancing around each other. Ooh, a test of strength early. Neither man gets that advantage, though. Hogan sends Rawley to the mat with that club to the back. Ooh, big right hand by the Hulkster. Ooh, and then into a Boston Crab. Oh, and Mojo sweeps the legs. Into the corner there. Hogan follows up with a big lariat. Stomp. Ooh, Rawley gets that front face lock in, and Hogan battles out. Hogan with the eye rake there. Ooh, and a bear hug. Hogan working a lot of submissions here today. What a standing lariat from the Hulkster. Look at that shiny head as he goes for the pin. Hogan into the corner, but he gets out quickly. Match a lot more evenly paced than I think most were expecting. Oh, trading blows here. In the ultimate dream match between Mojo Rawley and the Hulkster, who do you guys like? Shoulder breaker there by Hulk, and we get to see that bald head as he goes for the pin. Of course, referee for the night, Judge Mills Lane. Always the referee here at the Dream League. Hogan into the corner. Once more getting out, though. Rawley just shoving Hogan to the mat. And then a stomp to follow. Oh, and a headbutt. Hogan's hair looking an almost inhuman color here this evening. This is, of course, Dream League Wrestling, where we pull people from different eras, periods, and, I don't know, planes of existence to come and wrestle for us. And this, of course, is 1994 Hulk Hogan, just as he made his debut in WCW. And I don't know if there's a prime Mojo Rawley, so I don't know, 2016? That's 2016 Mojo Rawley, fuck it. That's probably when I downloaded him. Both men trying to make use of this outside count here. 15 before the Hulkster gets back in. Into the ropes, though, and Hogan with the big boot. He is calling out to his Hulkamaniacs here. Does not go for the leg drop, though. An atomic drop to follow, though. Oh, and Hogan might have made a bad decision there as he takes that tilt-a-whirl slam, but only a 2 count there for Rawley. Elbow to the back of Hogan, and Mojo is getting hyped. Hulkster with the leg drop, and that does it, folks. 8 minutes and 9 seconds. Hulk Hogan wins by knockout with that big atomic leg drop. Absolutely unexpected finish there. Alright, a 70% match evaluation, which to be frank, I think is a little bit better than most of us expected for something like that. Alright, we are in the randomizer today, so that includes not just the matchups that we see, but the match types that we see. So for match number 2, let's get a little interesting. I'm going to do this the same way we used to back on the PS2. Alright, we got a cage match. Of course, the referee always referee Judge Mills Lane. Not the real one, though. We somehow managed to get the claymation one. Alright, who is going to step into the cage? Ooh. You know, I like one half of this. I like the idea of the Black Ranger being here. Let's get rid of Sadie Gibbs. I'm sorry, Sadie. Oh, Solo Sikoa! Oh! Alright, Solo Sikoa versus the Black Ranger in a cage. Coming up next on the randomizer. Judge Mills Lane signals for the bell there. Oh, and the Black Ranger immediately takes advantage. Solo Sikoa showing why... Oh, I was going to say showing why he is a formidable force in the ring, but Black Ranger quickly put a stop to that. That front vertical suplex there, followed by a big scoop slam. I think Black Ranger saw Hogan drop that leg in the first match and get that quick KO victory, and I think he's trying to replicate that. Oh, Solo with the reversal. Sends Ranger into the corner there. Solo into the corner now. Neither man taking advantage of that. Oh, and a side kick to the face and a big leg drop. Solo up quickly, but right back down. Oh, and an elbow to the side of the head. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not certain that the Black Ranger doesn't know that they are not fighting for real. Ooh. Alright, maybe he does. Oh, a top rope diving code breaker. And a swinging neck breaker. Solo Sikoa taking a lot of punishment here in these opening minutes. Slam by Sikoa though. Oh, and they're trading blows now. Neither men really getting the better of the other one there, but Solo up first. Oh, and that leg sweep. Solo misses with that swinging back or spinning back fist. Elbow to the side of the head. Solo once more taking Ranger down to the mat, but oh, neck breaker there by Ranger. Unfortunately, you cannot win by submission in this match. I do not know why the ref is there. Solo with the side slam. Oh, and then a crescent kick to the face. Ranger with one of his own there. Going for that surfboard, really just trying to weaken Solo so he can get over the top of that cage. Falling vertical suplex there. Oh, Solo battles out of a German. Ranger making the first attempt to get out of the cage here after that big blow, and it looks like he's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Just under 7 minutes, the Black Ranger is going to win the first ever cage deathmatch in the history of Dream League Wrestling. God damn, Solo Sikoa got washed in that one. Just a slightly worse match than Hogan versus Mojo Rawley. You know, in my estimation, I would say it is significantly worse than slightly, but that's neither here nor there. Once more, we are going into the randomizer here for the next match type. Oh, and an SWA rules match. All right, so for those who don't know what an SWJ rules match is, basically, it's a round system. Kind of similar to Pride in a way. So we're gonna give it a 5 count for the TKO there. We'll give them 12 rounds, 125. I don't know if we can truly let this one be random, right? Because we have a guy who has a title. It's the Monarch of Mass title. He won it on our Dream League Wrestling Volume 1. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Big Van Vader. Not only did he win a one-night tournament to claim that crown, but he defended it immediately against Zangief. And so I think it's only right that tonight we have Big Van Vader in our inaugural SWA rules match, which I think we're gonna have to rebrand in some way. Oh, we need a big boy though. We need a big boy for Vader to face here. You know what? I think we got a big boy. I think we got somebody that is going to make for an interesting match, quite possibly. I don't know. This could be a fucking disaster. The only way to find out is to do it. Get these settings accurate before we hop into the match. And really, guys, thank you for anybody that's joining me. These early streams are really just kind of me testing things out, seeing what works, seeing what's not going to work, that sort of thing in the long run. And so, hold on. This can be a tag match? Okay. All right, that's interesting. Let's do this, huh? The champion entering first here. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Monarch of Mass, Vader. And it is completely incidental that my dog started playing with a pig toy during the entrances for this match. All right, and the challenger here, Calvin Tankman. Oh, we will not get to see the rest of that entrance, unfortunately. Vader starting strong with those big clubbing blows. Tankman with the slam. Test of strength. Neither man gets the advantage. Kind of a theme for this evening. Vader responds with a slam of his own. Both men jockeying for that lead here early in this first round. Oh my God. If any of you watched the Monarch of Mass, you would see that stamina is not Vader's strong suit. He was winning matches very, very quickly just by powerbombing people essentially to death. So there's not a lot in the tank there. Of course, Calvin Tankman, a little bit more of that modern style of big man wrestler with the fast and oftentimes high-flying offense. So it'll be interesting to see how the cardio works to either man's advantage here. Oh, Tankman with the lariat. Vertical suplex, both men back up immediately though, and now trading blows in the middle of the ring. Vader gets the advantage, but Tankman up first. Vader having none of that though with the big rib breaker. A punch to the kidneys and an elbow to the back of the head. The Mastodon is fighting dirty to keep this Monarch of Mass title. And yes, for anyone wondering, it is a very large belt. Big slam by Vader. Gets Tankman back up and sends him into the corner. Elbow to the side of the head, and Vader is feeling himself today, ladies and gentlemen. And a splash to Tankman. Vader trying to win this early here. Oh, the choke slam. You know, I might have been mistaken. It might be the other style of match whose name eludes me at the moment. We'll probably see it today. That one might be the one that's more like Pride. So if you are watching the video on demand of this and left a comment when I made that mistake a few minutes ago, know that I corrected myself. And if I'm wrong, know that I was right initially. Tankman beating that 10 count there up at 4. Gonna take a lot more to keep this guy down.
1, 2, 3.
Vader really just trying to use that striking advantage that he has to get the win here. Gotta wonder though, maybe he's keeping that knockout power bomb loaded in the chamber in case Tankman proves to be a little bit more difficult of a challenge than he expected, which seems to be the case so far. Vader not even giving the judge time to start the count, getting him back up for that big lariat to the back. Tankman on one knee now at 6, but up at 7. Oh, just barely beating that count. Vader with the headbutt now. He smells blood in the water. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes, 1 second, round 1. We're going to have to mess with our rules for this sort of match. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we are just testing things out today with this randomizer. Trying to get an idea of what can be done here in the Dream League. We thank you for looking in on us on this Tuesday afternoon. 80% match eval there. Wow, Big Van Vader easily and impressively holding on to that Monarch of Mass title. All right. So let's just get stupid now, huh? You guys want to get dumb? Let's get dumb. Do a landmine deathmatch. We're gonna go random select. Okay, so these guys, these are gonna be our team captains. All right, we're gonna have an 8-man landmine deathmatch. So now that we kind of have an idea of who our captains are, let's get a little bit more weird with it. So instead of a true random, we're gonna do Team New Gen versus Team Japan. All right, doing some real mid-2000s Impact booking here, all right? So, as we scroll through my horribly outdated roster, you can see, luckily, I do have quite a few options. So, here we go, random select. Team member number 2 for Team New Gen is Bam Bam Bigelow. All right. Bam Bam, of course, just missing the cut for that Monarch of Mass tournament last show. We will be rectifying that in the future, though. Bam Bam is in line for a shot against Vader or whoever that champion might be at the time that he challenges. All right. So Team New Japan. We're going to go Team New Japan. Here we go. As you can see, once again, quite a few options. And I also, if you see people in multiple places, like Ospreay is going to be here, Ospreay's going to be in AEW. You look up here, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, both of those guys up here. I have multiple variations of multiple people, and each variation is kind of like in their home promotion, right? So like the AEW version of CM Punk is in AEW. The ROH version of CM Punk is in ROH, that sort of thing. So if you're seeing multiples in different locations, just know that I'm not an idiot, right? Like I kind of know what's going on with my roster. I know that it's horribly mismanaged at the moment, and I need to fix some things. But kind of as we get deeper into this, that'll be a thing that happens, and hopefully you guys won't see as many of my menus. So with all of that out of the way, let's hop into team member number 2 for Team New Japan is Rocky Romero. Oh, I have a friend that'll be happy to see that. Back to Team New Gen. You know what? I'm just going to do these two back to back so that we don't have to do this menu thing a bunch more. All right. So team member number 3 for Team New Generation is Tatanka. I hear that means Buffalo. All right. And the final team member for Team WWF New Generation is Mo. Oh, okay. Wow. What a team that New Gen was able to put together. Alright, let's see who the last two members of Team New Japan are now. The man who came up just short in the Monarch of Mass tournament last show, that's Misawa, of course, being knocked out by Big Van Vader in that final round. He will... Oh! Well, it's a handicap match now. I'm sorry, folks. Let's be honest, though. Mo hardly counts as a fourth man, and Misawa counts as two. Absolute chaos to start here. You know, I always think an 8-man match is a good idea until I try to actually commentate it by myself. Ooh, Misawa taking a low shot there from 1-2-3 Kid. Romero and Takabe take down Mo. Misawa and Vader, and Bigelow now facing off. A battle of the big men here in this match. You know, despite being at a disadvantage, Team New Japan is consistently leading in charge of this match. Nobody really busted open yet in this one. These guys just absolutely taking advantage of this environment here. Of course, in the last show we had the Nick Gage Deathmatch Open Invitational, which might return here today, I don't know. Nick does what he wants, you know, he shows up, we book him, I don't know. Things happen. I'm not even certain that he came through the portal, if we're being honest. It might just be like present day Nick Gage. It's really hard to keep track of with all these different temporal differences going on here, but I digress. But that match, not a lot of that plunder being used, not a lot of that barbed wire and the light tubes that were strewn around for that match, not a lot of that being used, so these men are really taking advantage of this environment for themselves. You saw with the elbow there to 1-2-3 Kid. Oh, Vader and Tatanka have been working quite well together as a team. I mean, it's not that much of a surprise considering their ties to the $1 Million Corporation. Vader taking that back or Bigelow taking that back suplex. Oh, and Tatanka and the 1-2-3 Kid with the double power bomb there. The big man Mo and Tatanka working together now. After watching this match, there's one thing that's very clear to me. I want to see more of the 1-2-3 Kid in death matches. I really do. One, two, three Kid going for the pinfall there. Red Shoes Uno subbing in as referee for this match so Mills Lane can go to the bathroom. Oh, and a spinning kick there from 1-2-3 Kid to Misawa. Truly the legends of this business going at it in this match. Rocky Romero into the barbed wire there, and he looks out of it, ladies and gentlemen. It seems as though that number advantage has finally gotten the better of Team New Japan, but they are fighting with everything they have, every ounce of fighting spirit. Misawa going for the submission victory here, but Bigelow literally kicks out of it. Oh, Bigelow with that shuffle sidekick. Misawa back up. Oh, and he takes that. A flipping mule kick? I'm not certain what to call that. Oh, and Romero once more going into the barbed wire. He cannot stay away from that stuff. Honestly, if Team New Gen wants to get a win here, just let Bam Bam kill Rocky Romero for a couple of seconds. Finish the job. Just get it over with. All right, this match already our longest bout of the evening. Oh, Mo takes a pile driver right there in the middle of the ring. Oh, and Bam Bam with the power bomb. Rocky Romero kicking out of a double team attempt there. Oh, 1-2-3 Kid fighting off a triple team attempt. Double powerbomb there by Mo, and 1-2-3 on Rocky Romero. Mo going for the pin. 2.9 only. Romero still has a little bit left in the tank. Mo stacking up Masala for the pin there. Only a 2 count though. Masala with the counter out there, and then that big elbow to the back of the head of Tatanka. Rocky Romero taking that double vertical suplex. A lot of these men looking gassed. Surprisingly enough, Bam Bam Bigelow probably has the most in reserves at the moment. Based entirely off movement. But Mo's dancing. Bam Bam just continually hitting Rocky Romero with those power bombs. Rocky kicks out at 2 though. Masala trying for that pinfall out of the sit-out powerbomb. Bigelow having none of it though. Oh, and a press slam here with Masala. No, he's out on the barbed wire. Another big explosion here at ringside. Mo just tossing Rocky Romero around the ring there, going for the pinfall on Masala. That is it! Oh my God! As Bam Bam Bigelow cartwheels over his fallen body and Mo shuffles over the top. Team Nugent has won this handicap death match. God, what an absolutely horrific thing to have had to say. Team New Generation has won this death match as Mo pins Mitsuharu Masala in 12 minutes and 1 second. My God. All right, no, we got to get away from that. That was horrific. All right, let's randomize this one again because that was no good. All right, normal match. So here's kind of an idea that I had. You guys can tell me, be it in the chat currently or people that come to this later. So this idea that I had, it's essentially a gigantic Survivor Series style tag team tournament, right? So you can see here we have not only different promotions, I have different eras, right? So we've got WCW, we've got the NWO, the NWA Legends, people that came before, right? WWE, you've already seen some of this. We've got 2000s and 2010s wrestlers, the Attitude Era, New Gen, 80s. I mean, we've got a lot going on here, right? There are a lot of eras in professional wrestling. So like, let's just say, for example, let's go Team Ring of Honor Legends, okay? So captain of this team, we'll just say CM Punk for the moment, right? For the moment. So of course, if Punk's the captain, Danielson's number 2, right? And if Danielson's number 2, then we got to put McGuinness in there. So let's just, and I know Super Dragon, Necro Butcher, not necessarily known for their time in ROH. Once more, that'll get sorted out later. We're gonna get a little bit different here. I'm gonna have to. Oh, maybe I don't have an AEW variant. So we're just gonna go. Alright, so right, that would be Team Ring of Honor, right? So then let's go Team TNA Legends, okay? Right? The Team TNA Legends. So of course we gotta have Twink AJ Styles in there. And if we're talking TNA, of course, we can't leave out founder and multiple-time world champion Jeff Jarrett. And then the guy that was too loyal for his own good has to be there. Right? There's no way we can't just throw the big man, the monster, Abyss in there. So finally, I mean, and, you know, this can be up for debate. You can say whoever you want to say. I'm going to say Daniels has probably got to be the last one, right? But so anyway, the idea, right? You build these teams, and then we just have a tournament and decide, you know, who is the best team or the best, you know, promotion or group or anything like that. It's something that I personally would be interested in seeing, but I want to know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. All right, we're going to take just a brief pause while I answer a quick phone call. All right, thank you for bearing with me there for that quick moment. So let's hop back into the randomizer. All right, it really wants us to do a normal match. So you know what? We built this city. I know that I always say it's a bad idea, right? I always say it's a bad idea. Let's do an 8-man elimination tag team match. No tornado. We'll say no countouts. Let's leave run-ins in because that sounds funny, right? That sounds kind of. Let's do that. All right, so this is let's consider this a test match for that possible tournament. See if that's something that's at all interesting to watch, right? I guess Samoa Joe coming to the ring first. I really should have turned it on to team entrances. We're gonna skip some of these. We're gonna skip all of those. All right, so we're starting out with the team captains here: AJ Styles and CM Punk. Well, DDT there for Punk. First big impact move of the match. Missed it on that kick, but hits with another DDT. Punk into the ropes, and Styles misses with that diving attack. Styles with the slam on Punk, though. Tags in Daniels. Of course, those two, both rivals and tag team champions together. All three of these men, of course, having roots in Ring of Honor as well. Styles gets out as Daniels goes to the mat. Both men into the ropes, and Daniels with that big kick. Suplex by Punk, and then a sleeper from Daniels. Enziguri from Daniels there. Going for that quick jackknife pin. Only a 2 count as no member of Team Ring of Honor tries to save Punk. Samoa Joe tagging in there. A grapevine ankle lock on Daniels. Daniels tagging in Jeff Jarrett. He knows if there's one man that can hold Samoa Joe down, it's Jeff Jarrett. Both men trading blows here. Jarrett gets the better of the exchange, but falls as well, but then he hits a knee drop there on Joe. Oh, and Joe with that big spinning Uranagi. High angle Boston Crab, but it gets a rope break. Abyss and Samoa Joe not dealing with that double team. Here comes Nigel McGuinness for Team ROH. McGuinness sends Abyss into the corner. Both men just kind of Irish whipping each other here, trading blows. A couple of big European uppercuts there by McGuinness. You know, it's really fun having Danielson, McGuinness, and Punk all backstage together because they're all Ring of Honor champions at the point that we plucked them from. And so they kind of argued over who was actually Ring of Honor World Champion. Maybe that's something we'll have to do at some point too. We'll crown champions of each promotion and that sort of thing. We can do like a Champion of Champions tournament. McGuinness was taking the chokeslam there from Abyss. Oh, Danielson going for that double underhook something, but Abyss was able to counter out. Daniels and Danielson in now. Low kick there on Danielson. Danielson gets the better of that striking exchange, but tags in Samoa Joe. Thank God those two weren't in the ring for too long. That would have been a nightmare for me. Joe with that knee to the gut. Unable to capital, though. Enziguri from Daniels. Both men down, though. Abyss tagging in now. Both teams working a lot of quick tags here. Oh my God! Samoa Joe might actually be fucking dead. Holy shit! Doomsday DDT from Christopher Daniels and Abyss takes Samoa Joe out. First elimination. CM Punk almost getting eliminated there as well on the heels of that. Samoa Joe he's just there now, folks. Dear God. Neckbreaker to Abyss and Danielson in now. Abyss fighting out of that double team attempt. Back elbow to Abyss. CM Punk stayed in a little bit longer than I think the ref would have liked. Abyss pulling Danielson back in for that quick clothesline. Oh my God. Jeff Jarrett in now. Danielson not allowing himself to be double teamed there. Mounting up on Jarrett with those big elbows. Referee Judge Mills Lane stepping in to see if Jarrett wanted to submit, but that was not to be. Big arm wringer there from Danielson. Break to the eyes and then a drop kick. Nicely performed double team there. Of course, the last time Danielson was involved in a double team, there was an actual murder. Samoa Joe has been on the mat for multiple minutes now, ladies and gentlemen. We might need to get paramedics out here. This is not good. Danielson with the submission. Or Daniels with the submission, sorry. Elbow from McGuinness keeps himself out of trouble there. Oh, but right into that unfriendly corner. Gets slammed out. Danielson to the top rope for that split-legged moonsault off the top. McGuinness kicks out just barely at 2.9. Now all of Team ROH in. I still can't get over look at Samoa Joe, how he's laying on the floor. Oh, that's so funny. CM Punk tags in now. Double powerbomb there on Daniels. AJ Styles there for the defense, though. Both captains back in. CM Punk gets the better of that chop exchange. Oh, and a couple of kicks to the side there. Takes Styles down, but he battles out with a back elbow. Catches that neck breaker, though. Punk to the top, but decides better of it here at that 15-minute mark. Oh, and a cutter from AJ Styles. Nice punching combination here from Punk. Pulling Styles out of that corner. And a kick to the gut coming off the ropes. Punk with that elbow drop to the kidney region there. Going for the pinfall. Team ROH comes in for the defense, but not needed. AJ Styles kicks out at 2.9. The free-for-all now here is all 7 remaining men are still in. Been about 8 minutes since Samoa Joe got eliminated, and he is still lying there dead on the mat as Nigel McGuinness comes back in. Cutter to McGuinness and Styles. Styles might have taken the worst of that, though. Shinbreaker to McGuinness. Misses with that strike. Jarrett trying for something, but not quite getting it. Elbow there to McGuinness, and Jarrett showing us it's his brains. That's why he's been in the industry so long. Definitely not talent. Jarrett with the big shot there. Also, I should note, this is like mega heel Jeff Jarrett. So if I talk shit about him, it's warranted, alright? Abyss with the mounted punches on McGuinness. Danielson getting tossed there by Jarrett. Now 10 minutes on from the murder of Samoa Joe. Danielson not giving up to that figure four, but Jarrett was not the legal man, so it wouldn't have counted either way. Drop toe hold to Abyss, and Danielson off the ropes with that elbow drop to the back. Spear from Abyss. Snap suplex from Danielson to Abyss there. Danielson to the top rope. Elbow drop. Pulling Abyss out here to the middle of the ring. Going for that backslide pin. Oh, 2.9. Once again, is all 7 men back in the ring. It is mayhem here. Danielson has Jarrett up for an airplane spin, and Abyss was not happy about that. Once more, the captain's back in. Danielson taking a double team there from Team TNA. Styles focused on Danielson, but CM Punk almost able to take advantage of that. Quick strikes from Punk send AJ Styles right back down to the mat. Almost at the 22-minute mark here. 1 elimination so far. Well, Abyss takes that double power bomb. Punk into the ropes, colliding with AJ Styles. Back down to the legal men and Samoa Joe in the ring here. Styles with the quick tag to Jarrett. Double team attempt on Team ROH's captain. That trap suplex, though, on Jarrett sets up perfectly for the Anaconda Vice. We might have seen a submission there had Team TNA not acted as quickly as they did. Punk hits Daniels with a neck breaker. Once more, we're back down to legal men here. Trading blows there, and Punk absolutely kicks Jarrett's head off, and Jarrett with a drop kick of his own. Quickly approaching the 25-minute mark here. Of course, we do not believe in time limits unless it is a round structure. DDT there to Jarrett. Danielson up to the top rope, but thinking better of it. Letting us know that he is, in fact, very bald. Jarrett tags out to Daniels. Always with this Danielson-Daniels combination. I'm not the biggest fan of the CPU doing that to me consistently. Danielson with that spinning elbows to Daniels. Very sincerely, ladies and gentlemen, you can see these men breathing on the mat. You cannot see Samoa Joe breathing. We had Art the Clown literally shooting people in the first show. Literally pulled out a handgun and shot multiple people in the first show. And that might have been less deadly than what we saw. Oh my God, another elimination there. Finally, another elimination. As Jeff Jarrett will have to get out of the ring. Or not Jeff Jarrett. Who got eliminated there? Oh my God. Daniels and Styles eliminated back-to-back very quickly. All of a sudden, Team TNA at the disadvantage. Not only losing 2 members, also losing their captain, as well as an experienced tag team. Team ROH losing their captain now, as well as CM Punk taps out to the figure 4 leg lock there from Jarrett. Battling on the top rope there, Jarrett knocks Danielson off. Back down to 2-on-2 as Nigel McGuinness and Danielson representing Team Ring of Honor facing Jeff Jarrett and Abyss representing Team TNA. And of course, we cannot forget Abyss has wrestled in Ring of Honor in the past. Former member of the Embassy, formerly managed by Prince Nana. He comes back in there. Jarrett with the go-behind, but it catches a headbutt from Danielson. Danielson not at all concerned with Abyss, but catches a low blow. Abyss giving Jarrett the finger guns, letting him know that he appreciates what he did for him there. Oh, and a knee to the face of Abyss. Danielson with that running elbow drop. He's really getting fired up here, folks. A sitting cattle mutilation. Will the big man tap out? He does not have the option as Jarrett gets in there quickly for the save. Danielson into the corner. Abyss looking to take advantage of that. Oh, just stomping away at one of the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champions in this match. McGinnis back in. Abyss once more taking that knee from Danielson. Danielson with the elbow drop. McGinnis with the elbow drop. Danielson with the elbow drop. McGinnis was going for another, but Abyss stood back up. My God. Double clothesline to the front and back of McGinnis as Jarrett comes back in. Now it's Team TNA's turn to do a little tandem high-flying offense. Oh, the stroke to Jeff Jarrett. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not see that often, and he was not pleased, kicking McGinnis right in the crotch. Doing a little bit of offense there on the corpse of Samoa Joe. Running bulldog from Jarrett, both men up at the same time, though. Running clothesline and then a knee drop. You're past the 30-minute mark here, ladies and gentlemen. Danielson tags in. Snap suplex from Jarrett. Jarrett goes to the top. Misses with whatever that was to whoever he was trying to hit with it. Danielson with that elbow drop. Once more, Jarrett senses he's in trouble. Team tags in the big man Abyss. Abyss continually shooting off those finger guns here today. Oh, powerbomb onto Samoa Joe's corpse in a single leg Boston Crab. Bryan Danielson submits. Team TNA is up. Arm wringer there from McGinnis. He has got to find a way to eliminate one of these two men and get these odds back down in his favor. That rope break may have saved Team Ring of Honor here. Oh, these men they are taking full advantage of not having a DQ count in this match. Absolutely just double teaming away at McGinnis, trying to chip away. Abyss with that powerbomb in the middle of the ring, running splash. And ladies and gentlemen, that does it. Team TNA picks up the victory here in this Tournament of the Ages. Test match? Test match, baby? That was something, ladies and gentlemen. That might have been one of the most genuinely engaging matches that I have had the pleasure of commentating here in Dream League Wrestling. You see there, muscle bomb press, 35 minutes, 37 seconds. Team TNA picking up the win as Abyss eliminates Nigel McGinnis last. Wow. Wow, that was a genuinely very fun match to commentate. So hopefully, whatever we have next delivers to a similar degree. Once more, we go back into the randomizer. Normal matches off the table because we had a normal match last time. I guess we could do something else different with the normal, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Ooh, all right. All right. We are stepping into the octagon now. Of course, our first show, we've referenced it multiple times over, the Monarch of Mass show. That featured a tournament to crown the first ever Monarch of Mass, right? And so, in doing so, I think we kind of ingrained the MMA style as being something that we will have going forward. It'll be just kind of part of our repertoire Something that we like almost as much as we like our clown division. Say hello to the clowns, ladies and gentlemen. So today, we're going to do some random MMA, but I think it would be fun if we do fictional random MMA, right? Let's see how these fictional characters would do in the octagon. So the first random fictional character to step in the octagon today will be King from Street Fighter. All right. We pick a fictional character, we still get a wrestler. All right, we love that. So who is King going to be facing today? See a lot of great options there. Love to see what Ken would do doing a fight against Nemesis. I don't know why that's funny to me. Wait, Bruce Wayne? I don't remember downloading Billionaire Playboy Bruce Wayne. What? I don't believe that for a second. Anyway, who's King gonna face? Pee Wee Herman. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, I hate that that's one of his outfits. All right, ladies and gentlemen. For some fucking reason, the randomizer, it gave us King versus Pee Wee Herman. Oh my God. All right, we save 5 minutes, or we save 5 rounds for title matches. 5 rounds are for title matches. Oh my dear God. Oh, whew. King versus Pee Wee Herman. All right. All right, next up, you see it there. Pee Wee Herman versus King in the dodecagon. MMA rules. Knockouts and submissions only. Pee Wee Herman takes on King. Pee Wee avoiding the lariat early and gets that quick. Oh my God, Pee Wee with the takedown. Eye poke there from Pee Wee. Of course, we do not have as stringent rules as you would normally find in most MMA promotions. Pee Wee with that judo throw. Oh, and another poke to the eyes. Oh, he pulls out a chair. Whoa, what? He's trying to get King disqualified. He's trying to get King disqualified. It's not going to work today, Pee Wee. Once again with that takedown. Pee Wee working a little bit slow, but smarter than I think most people expected as we see him take down King there. Stomp to the back of the head. Dear Lord. Oh, and a suplex there for almost a falcon arrow there from Pee Wee. King's starting to find his footing here in this match, though. Getting some strikes there on Pee Wee, but Pee Wee with the poke to the eyes and then that missed drop kick. About halfway through this 5-minute round there is King with the back suplex and an elbow drop. Pee Wee might have more effective offense at the moment, but King might have more effective offense for this environment. You see, everything King is doing is a little bit more high impact and a little bit more tailored towards going for that knockout or that submission, whereas I think that Pee Wee, right there into that surfboard there from King. Pee Wee not tapping out, though. Pee Wee has a little bit more humiliation-based offense, I would say. There's the tombstone there by King right in the middle of the ring. And an uppercut. You guys trading elbows here. But as you can see, once more, like King's offense really tailored towards getting that submission, getting that knockout there as we see him hit that big uppercut. And then another one to the back of the head. Pee Wee with the roll-up. See, that's not going to work here, Pee Wee. Oh, and the save by the bell there. Referee Judge Millplane having to stop Pee Wee's offense attempt. King taking control to start off this second round, but once more to the eye poke. Pee Wee with the airplane spin, not really that effective of a move here in an MMA type environment. Oh, and King with the electric chair vertebreaker knocks out Pee Wee Herman in just about 1 minute into the second round. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you that I saw that match going any other way. All right, wow. Pee Wee Herman and King putting on a more impressive bout than most of what we've seen tonight in terms of audience reception. All right, you know what? So I'm looking at it. we've done everything here except for barbed wire deathmatch and S1 rules match. So we've done an MMA match in the last couple of minutes. So let's not do S1 rules immediately. Let's, however, let's do a deathmatch. And once again, we're going to go into the miscellaneous section. But so miscellaneous is split up into a few different sections. So here you see real people, Action Bronson, Joe Budden, Richard Pryor, Ted the Bear, Frank Sinatra, Fred Durst, of course, all luminaries of combat sports. Bob Sapp, Cain Velasquez, Showdown Hua, you know, all people that are important to the history of the sport, right? We also have wrestlers, such important wrestlers as Pero, who is a nightmare, and that is specifically why I downloaded him. Of course, Thrasher Rodriguez, Mike Borga, Flaccid Hulk, Tagar, classic wrestlers, Dan the Dad, these guys who have missing parts who we can't use. Yeah, so, of course, we also have the fictional part, which you just saw. So, we're just going to go, we'll do a miscellaneous all. I think we should do a tag team match. So, let's go, like, let's say if it's a fictional one for the first one, they have to team with a real person, and vice versa. So, first off, for Team Blue team, we have oh, okay, no, this isn't gonna be random. This is gonna be a Golden Girls tag team deathmatch. Golden Girls tag team deathmatch. Golden Girls tag team deathmatch. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. So. Alright, so Blanche was the first pick. So then I think Blanche has to team with Rose, right? Gotta have Blanche team with Rose in the Golden Girls barbed wire deathmatch. So then, what was B. Arthur's name? Chat, remind me, B. Arthur. Put Sophia's old ass in there. Oh man, if I have to scroll through all of these just to find... Dorothy, there we go. Alright. Wow, okay. Here we go. Truly a match befitting of the title of Dream. Dream League Wrestling presents the Golden Girls barbed wire deathmatch. I can't even give that like a legitimate like sports presenter thing. 'Cause I think you guys can tell, like I'm kind of going in between, like, you know, when I'm in the menus I want to talk to you guys like a human being, right? But barring something funny happening in the match, like I'm gonna talk like a legitimate like sports commentator, right? Oh my god, it's just, whew, I cannot even pretend, right, to give you guys the sports commentator. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try it one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next. This match has been brewing for a long time. There's a hurricane in Florida, and that hurricane is the Golden Girls Barbed Wire Tag Team Deathmatch. Coming up next, live from Dream League Wrestling. How was that? Was that good? I saw that shit? Alright, we're jumping right into it here, ladies and gentlemen. All four women in the ring. Oh, somebody with the poison mist early on. These women specifically requested that this ring be absolutely loaded with as many weapons as they possibly could get. See, Rose and Sophia partnering up here to start off with. Blanche and Dorothy. Oh, and Blanche the first to go into the barbed wire. Luckily, she is wearing red, so we cannot tell if she's bleeding or not. Oh, and she goes right back into it, though. You know, some might say it's cheating having a mother and daughter team up in this match, but if you've ever watched the Golden Girls, they have problems of their own, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they do. right. Wow, Blanche cannot stay away from that barbed wire. Looks like Dorothy had a sledgehammer there for a second, but it was not to be. Dorothy and Rose teaming up to hit Sophia with that double drop kick. Oh, and a side headlock there. You know, they say B. Arthur has a posse. But of course, that's not B. Arthur. That is Dorothy Zabornak, or whatever the fuck her last name was on the show, right? Because that's how it works here in the Dream League. Oh, and a Stone Cold Stunner from Sophia. My God. Picture it, if you will. Sicily. And a Stone Cold Stunner. Oh, that Gotch-style neutralizer there from Sophia to Blanche. Dorothy with that piece of table, not needing it though, with that overhead belly-to-belly suplex, almost tossing Rose directly into the barbed wire. Dorothy with that steel chair now. Sophia really is, she is in control of this match. Other parts are trading back and forth. You know, we're looking over here and we're looking in on the Dorothy and Rose fight. Oh, Rose with that poison mist missing though.
Are you ready?
Sophia asking, "Are we ready?" I don't think anyone was ready for her. A few years ago in wrestling, the prominent question for women's wrestlers was, "Who is ready for Asuka?" I think now we can replace that with, "Who's ready for Sophia?" Rose and Blanche definitely were not. Blanche getting the better of Dorothy there with that steel chair. Oh, but she just takes that gut wrench there. Sophia with the DDT on Rose. Working with that half of table there. I think Rose might have... Oh, what in the fuck submission is that Blanche is doing? If anybody's got a name for that, I would love to hear it. Dorothy now going into the barbed wire. That big explosion to follow. We're about halfway to that explosion, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the ring will explode in 15 minutes, at the 15-minute mark. We tried to get them to go a little bit lower, but our crew said it's either 15 or 30. We didn't bring our 20 or 25-minute timers today. Oh, Rose is rosing up. Oh, and Blanche is wiggling those promiscuous hips around. I don't know what that was Sophia just hit. I don't think it has a name. Somehow, improbably so, Blanche kicks out of it. Dorothy kicks out of a pin attempt by Rose, and now Sophia's got that sledgehammer. She is not swinging that thing in a protected way, ladies and gentlemen. My God. There might be fewer Golden Girls after this match. Rose with that intense striking combo, and then one for Dorothy to follow up. Absolutely hit Goblin mode here, ladies and gentlemen. Blanche and Rose said, "We are sick of being the punching bags and punch lines." Dorothy with the pile driver there on Rose. Yes, on Rose. You know, if anybody ever told you, don't put retirees in a death match, I think this match is proving them wrong. As Blanche, oh my God, that was a running double foot stomp, elevated moonsault. I do not know what to call that. We're going to call that the Blanche. And now Sophia just pounding away on the back of her head. It looks to be a stomach claw. Sophia with a face claw of her own to get out of it, though. Rose once again kind of trying to almost hulking up here. Pile driver to Rose right in the middle of the ring, though, as Dorothy goes for that barbed wire baseball bat. Blanche for the submission, though. Not getting it, though, as Dorothy strikes out. A lot of taunting here from these ladies. Of course, you'd expect nothing less. Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody has ever told you that wrestling can't be exactly what you want it to be, then ladies and gentlemen, you have been lied to. Because all my life, all I've ever wanted to see is the Golden Girls fight it out in a tag team barbed wire death match. And today I was able to achieve that dream. And those of you who are watching, you have achieved that dream with me. And this is the kind of things that we do in Dream League Wrestling. Oh, and a double arm DDT right onto the fucking chair. How is Rose still staying? How are any of these women still staying at this point? And they aren't! My God! The ring exploded, 15 minutes. And all 4 of these women were knocked out. Despite their best attempts, nobody could secure a win before that 15-minute mark, that 15-minute explosion mark. 100% match eval, I would say so. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot see here at the commentary booth, but I am standing, I am applauding. These 4 women laid it absolutely all on the line there. Oh my God. Whew. Man, that was something. That was something, huh? Whew. Alright, let's take a minute here to compose ourselves. I'll take a minute to shift back into human mode. So we're going to do a S1 rules match. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have been playing Fire Pro since Fire Pro Returns. Got an AR Max, or whatever the fuck they're called, Action Replay, yeah, an AR Max, to be able to unpack saves, edited wrestlers, that sort of things. And this is what I would do when I played Fire Pro, right? Like, I would just come up with, like, the goofiest shit that I could. I would do an entire, like, 32-man tournament, right? At, like, 100 speed, just sitting there in my living room, doing commentary for nobody but me, right? And so, I've spent a lot of time fucking around on Fire Pro, for lack of a better word, and just kind of like seeing what can be done, what can't be done, that sort of thing. Eventually, hopefully, if this catches on in some way, we'll be able to move to the PC version of Fire Pro, which of course, you know, thanks to the magic of mods, that sort of thing, you can do a little bit more with. So in all these years of playing around with Fire Pro and just really getting down to it and like trying to figure out like what makes this game work to the level that it does, I've never once figured out how to make an S1 match interesting. Not once have I been able to do that. So we're gonna we'll say a 5 count for a knockout, right? 5 count sounds good. We'll put it on 125 speed. Computer level 6, that seems to be the sweet spot. We'll do 5 rounds, or we'll do 12 rounds, just because I'm not sure what the hell we're doing here. We'll do 3-minute rounds. All of these look good to me. So in the past, I've put wrestlers and stuff into this match type, and that might be the problem. Like, I don't think they can do like all of the things you're supposed to be able to do, right? So like striking and submissions, I think, are pretty important to this. I mean, and like, I'm not like saying this is like as like somebody who doesn't like know, right? Like I don't know how this quite functions, but like I've seen a good amount of Pride. Like I kind of understand like sort of the idea. I've seen a good amount of kickboxing, that sort of stuff. So I have an idea. So I think maybe, I don't know, maybe the fun thing to do, maybe the right thing to do is maybe this is like the one match that's not like a randomizer match, right? Like maybe we just like pick a couple of dudes that like have like some kind of experience working something like this and we just kind of see what happens, right? So, to that note, oh hey, Dave Meltzer's here. I wonder what Dave would give this show. So I have a personal big old soft spot for this guy. So we're going to put him in. And then somebody that I know that like isn't the most popular guy for good reason. Like for good reason. A lot of issues with him. But here in the Dream League, they're not real people, you know. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting actual attention based on them showing up here in the Dream League. So I think it's fair for our first S1 rules match. We go with Bob Sapp, who of course has experience in Pride, and then we go with Brock Lesnar, who of course has experience in MMA, and we just kind of see what happens. So, S1 rules. Brock Lesnar takes on Bob Sapp coming up next. And here we see the beast, Bob Sapp. I don't know if it comes across. Oh, and Bob Sapp, nickname Bob Sapp. Of course, Bob Sapp recorded his own theme song. The beauty of our portal that we have that allows us to bring all these wrestlers here is not only can we get this monstrous young form of Brock Lesnar, of course this is from his time in Japan, we can also get Bob Sapp before he's just started taking losses for cash. Allegedly. I don't know, do I have to say allegedly for that? Is that an allegedly thing? Alright, Brock Lesnar, Bob Sapp opening up here. This is the first of 12 rounds. A lot of hugging to start off there. Trading hugs. Well, trying to find their striking game here. And if this match is absolutely boring, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching currently, tell me in the chat. If you're watching on video on demand, tell me in the comments. I'm sure I'll acknowledge it before either of those things happen. This is a hug fight so far. And I swear to God, if we don't get some action by round 5, I will end it. I'll end the fight. Also taking a look at the ringside area here. We as you can see, we upgraded from the last show. The Dream League logo is right there, front and center, right in the middle of the ring. Of course, you can see our Twitch logos there on the side. We end this round. There's not a lot to talk about here. Until either of these men start throwing actual punches, this is not a thing. Honestly, if we get 2 rounds of this, I'm ending it. This will be the equivalent of Inoki coming out and throwing chairs and ending the match. All right then. Once more, hugs, 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 hugs. Sorry for being so quiet here, folks. There ain't nothing happening here in this match. You know what? We're not gonna... Inoki's throwing the chairs, alright? We're done. We're done with that shit. S1 rules will not be returning to Dream League Wrestling. And this is why we do it, right? This is why we do it. Ooh. Ooh. A league. A league could be fun. Up to 32, I'm guessing? Up to 32? Up to 64. Alright, up to 64. Alright, Dream League Grand Prix coming soon, I guess. Once more, back into the randomizer. You know what? I dug the SWA rules. I liked SWA rules. So we're going to do an SWA tag team match, alright? So let's do, we're going to do random select, Booster Gold, and Owen Hart. Okay, alright. Alright, Booster Gold. We'll let you team up with another fictional character here. I'm trying to stay away from people. Oh, it's just a second. Okay, it's not a tag team, it's a second. Alright, so let's see how this works. So instead of Jax, do I have Blue Beetle? I don't have Blue Beetle. Huh. Okay, well, Batman Beyond. Terry will second him. Let's give him a third. Because I'm trying to figure out how this works. You know what? Let's get... My assortment of people is absolutely fucking insane. I'm sorry for going quiet there, folks. That was just me. I was taking a moment to reflect on how absolutely insane this roster is. I might have gone too far in parts. That's okay, you know? That's okay. We figure it out, we get through it. So let's put Hal Jordan in there. You know what though? If we're doing that, we may as well. Right? We may as well. And I'm just saying it that way because I assume you guys know exactly what I mean, right? Okay, so Deadpool, of course, has backup. It's gotta be Wolverine, right? We'll even let it be Hugh Jackman. Like, it's the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. So his second... I got Spider-Man? Spider-Man in here? He would love it if Spider-Man were his second. Alright, there we go. Alright, so Booster Gold about to take on Deadpool in an SWA rules match. So time, we'll say 3 minutes, 12 rounds, 5 count for a knockout. Or 5 for a knockout. I'm assuming that's 5 knockdowns. I don't know what the fuck that means. We'll figure it out together, you know, as a team. So here we go. Coming up next, another SWA rules match as Booster Gold takes on Deadpool. Booster Gold out first here with those big flashy explosions. We'd expect nothing less of him. I'm not even certain that Booster Gold came through the portal. I think he might have just shown up here. His opponent, of course, Deadpool, wanted to pick two people that were vaguely, or at least, you know, to some degree, aware of their existence within a comic book. Bell rings for round number 1. Test his strength to start off, and Booster Gold gets the advantage. Deadpool with that elbow to the back. And then a suplex. And you see Wolverine and Spider-Man there, Deadpool's seconds. Booster with those knees to the ribs. Oh, and another suplex from Deadpool. Oh, no, a little slap to the face before that European uppercut. Over the halfway point here in this first round. Neither man really has gotten an advantage here in this opening round. I think if it went to the judges, if we needed some points here, Booster Gold might have a slight advantage, but Deadpool might be pulling ahead here at the end with these couple of high-impact offensive maneuvers. Oh, and that axe kick to the back of the head. Yeah, Deadpool definitely pulls ahead at the end of that round. Looking to keep that momentum going here. Oh, and a DDT. He's hit a couple of those in this match. You got to think that's going to have some kind of long-term effect on a face breaker. Or face buster. That neutralizer there from Booster Gold, and both men back up immediately. Booster into the corner, and Deadpool follows up with a monkey flip. Coming up here on the halfway point of round number 2. I gotta think Booster was going for that neutralizer again, but Deadpool stops it. Oh, and there's the arrogant pin for the 2 count. Deadpool with some kicks in the corner there. Oh no! Oh, it is a Bronco Buster! Once more, that neutralizer attempt countered by Deadpool. Deadpool with that falling headbutt. Booster Gold just slapping him in the face. And then a left hand. Deadpool once again to the eyes. Oh, almost with that neutralizer. The bell rings to end the round. Here we are in round number 3. Booster Gold trying to keep that momentum going. Kind of an inverse of the first round. Booster thrown to the outside here. Back in, and then that front suplex. Deadpool misses with that big axe kick. Oh, and the kick to the punch to the balls, though. Axe kick to the back of the head. Booster might be struggling here. Says not today with a slap to Deadpool, and while Pool is stunned, he catches an elbow. Oh, and he's stabbing Booster Gold in the head. I think Deadpool might be bleeding under that mask. There's a little bit of blood there on the mat, and none visible on Booster. That seems to be pooling there under Wade Wilson. Punch from Booster Gold on the rebound. Booster tries to send Pool into the ropes again, but having none of it. Once again with the fork.
Give up. Give up.
It is still better than Art the Clown stabbing people or shooting people. Oh my God. The round ends on that big move from Booster Gold. Unable to get that pinfall attempt, though. Deadpool starting off angry here in round number 4. Facebuster. Oh, and then a knee to the asshole? Was that what that was? What is that in Deadpool's hands? Oh my God! He stabbed Booster Gold in the face. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. For round number 4. 50 seconds, the referee made it official. 45 the time of the strike. Deadpool wins via stabbing Booster Gold right in the face. They say it was a knockout, folks. I think it might have been a fatality. All right. I think this next match might be the last one for the day. So let's make it a good one, right? Let's make it a good one. We're going back into the landmines. We're going to delete all of these entries. Once again, I think let's do some kind of like promotional battle, right? Let's do something fun like that. So I think what would be fun in this environment is I see these two right next to each other, right? I see GCW, I see ECW. And, I mean, this one's a no-brainer, right? Like, you guys get it. So, just random. This isn't going to be, like, any official, like, you know, team for that tournament. Just a little fun. So we'll have Just Incredible, Shane Douglas, Jerry Lynn, alright, and I don't want Chubby Dudley in this match. We're not doing Chubby Dudley. Mike Awesome, there we go, that's a little bit better. We'll do Mike Awesome. There we go, one side we got Team ECW. Alright, Zandig. Nick Gage. Wow, Random really blessing us here on Team GCW. Brian Keith. All right, we'll take that. And Warhorse. Okay, all right. This is a bizarre match, to say the least. Referee Judge Mills Lane will preside over this one. Do fluorescent whites. All of the weapons we can do. 125. Say level 5 for this one. Let's just put them right in the middle. Turn rope breaks off. Why would we have rope breaks in a death match? Critical level, let's say normal. All right. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else, coming up next in our main event of the evening, we have a landmine deathmatch. On one side, Team ECW. Just Incredible, Shane Douglas, Jerry Lynn, and Mike Awesome take on Team GCW. Zandig, Nick Gage, Brian Keith, and Warhorse. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 8 men in the ring. This is going to be chaos. I'll call as much of it as I can. As I've noted in the past, 8-man matches tend to be a little bit difficult based on how quickly everything is moving and where everything is moving. But as I see there, Zandig already with the scythe to Jerry Lynn. Somebody already went into the corner. Lynn is busted open early in this match, not even 1 minute in. Hello to Zach for our first time chat there. Welcome in for the main event of the evening. There's absolute chaos here. We see there Awesome and Douglas working together. Nick Gage and Jerry Lynn up against one another. That's a match I never thought I would say. Oh, and Mike Awesome hitting Brian. It looked like he hit Brian Keith from behind, but somebody might have taken the worst of that there. Gage with the slam to Just Incredible. Incredibly angry at him for stealing his outfit. It's going to take a lot more than I think what these early opening minutes have dished out for these men to want to give up. That one corner there completely depleted of fluorescent tubes already, though. These are some guys that they understand the value of plunder. So those of you just joined us who don't know what this match is, so this is a Team ECW versus Team GCW barbed wire death match. On one side we have Just Incredible, Shane Douglas, Mike Awesome, and Jerry Lynn. And on the other side we have Zandig, Nick Gage, Warhorse, and Brian Keith. These are in no way affiliated with the early rounds of the Battle of the Generations tournaments, which will be coming up here soon on Dream League Wrestling, where teams of 4 from different generations battle each other in an elimination-style tag team tournament. Double powerbomb there to Warhorse. Gage with the suplex to Credible. All right, Zach posting a question of the day here. So if I could send one simple message to the world, what would that message be? Probably MDK all fucking day. But if not that, it would probably be excellent to each other. So thank you for that question. Gage going into the corner there, and Jerry Lynn taking that light tube. Somehow Lynn DDT's Gage out of that predicament, though. These men feeling very little pain in this match. Lynn with the pedigree to Zandig. Oh, and Zandig just driving Jerry Lynn down onto that chair. 2.9, and Gage is knocked out. Nick Gage is knocked out. My God, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes, 8 seconds. A little bit faster than I think than anybody was really expecting for this main event. Wow, no, that Maybe we have to do one more. Maybe we'll do one more something. One more something. So we've had our fun with SWA rules. We've had our fun in the cage. We've done barbed wire. Let's go on. We're gonna do a tag team match to end it, I think. Let's do a trios match. We haven't done a trios match yet. We've done 8 men, we've done all sorts of other things. So let's do fictional characters for one team. And I think for that team, so we've got some good options here. So we've got Freddy Krueger. We've got I've got 2 Jasons. One is misspelled. So we'll go with my personal favorite iteration of Jason, that of course being Friday the 13th Part 2 iteration. Ooh, we need another killer. We've got Art the Clown. Art, of course, made his debut on Volume 1. You can watch that back on this channel, or I'll post a link to my YouTube, and you can watch the back there. God, we need another killer. It would be great. Oh, Leatherface. There we go. Thank you, Zach. Let's go with that version of Leatherface. I like the way that looks. All right, you know what, Zach? Since you did a great job of choosing that. So I'm gonna let you pick what category the opponents are gonna come from. Do we want to do celebrities? Do we want to do wrestlers? Or do we want to do more fictional characters? The Bat family, love it. Okay, perfect. So let's see. I've got... Okay, this is going to be fun. So we'll do... Shh. We're not supposed to tell people Bruce Wayne is Batman. Gotta do Jason Todd, right? Gotta do Jason Todd. If they're taking on actual killers. Do I have Nightwing in here? Is Nightwing an option? I think Nightwing would be my choice. Does not look like I have that going for me. Make sure he's not classified under Dick. All right. All right, so let's do a little mixing of Bat family then. We'll do Batman, Red Hood, Batman Beyond. Make sure our settings look good. I don't know if there's a Robin in here. Let's see if there is a Robin. It's been a while since I actually worked with this roster. I need to do a little bit of work to move things around and kind of see. Yeah, I used to have a gigantic spreadsheet of this roster. And it told me not only who all was there, where they were, and what variations I had of them. I guess you got me there. For those of you watching this back, the point was made that Harley Quinn is technically Bat family. Which I think is a valid point. I don't understand that costume at all. So we'll go, we've got Batman on one side, we got Batman heading up the team, Red Hood following him, and then Harley Quinn is their backup, which I think makes perfect sense against this team of absolute psychopaths we have here with Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Leatherface. So win condition, okay, all this looks good. Entrance style, we'll do a team entrance. Run-ins, normal. You know what, let's do a lumberjack, or let's do a tornado style for this. No DQs on it, alright, yeah, let's do this thing, huh? Bat family versus movie killers. Let's give this thing some gas, though. Let's give it an actual good introduction. Let's give it what it needs, right? Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, Dream League Wrestling presents a fictional clash between your favorite psycho killers from film. That's right, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Leatherface team up to take on the Faces of Justice from DC Comics. That's right, the Bat Family, with extended members, Bruce Wayne representing Batman, Jason Todd representing the Red Hood, and Harley Quinn representing that extension of the family. Coming up next in the Dream League. Should I give it one of those? I'll give it a little bit of juice on the bell ringing too. Here we go. We've got Team Murder. What should Team Slasher? Like the movie squad. It only makes sense that Freddy Krueger show up in the Dream League, though, right? Like, this might be bad news for all involved parties. Harley leading the way for the Bat Family to the stage. Horror World Order, I like that. That's good. You've got the Horror World Order on one side, and we'll have to, at some point, they'll have to clash with the Carnival of Chaos, which is our clown brigade. All right, this team looks ready for action here tonight, and they need to be. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Our main event has kicked off here today. Harley taking on these movie killers head on. She might be the smallest person in the ring, but possibly the craziest. Batman mounting up on Leatherface. Of course, Leatherface being the killer that Batman is most familiar with, that being just a weirdo in a weird costume. Oh, Leatherface going to work on Harley with that scythe, though. You might want to protect your face with this guy in the ring. Harley, the only non-masked competitor, well, besides Freddy, but I don't think Leatherface is going to get too far trying to take his face off. Oh, Harley with that kick to the gut of Freddy, and Freddy just laughs it off, quite literally. Scoop slam to Freddy there. Jason just dragging Jason across the mat. Try to figure out who I'm talking about with not watching it. These competitors kind of circling around each other, trying to find what combinations work. Harley and Freddy pretty consistently sticking with each other, though. Oh, figure four leg lock from Red Hood. I did not realize that was part of the Bat Family training. And then a Boston Crab. I think it's gonna take a lot if you're gonna try to convince Leatherface to submit. Harley is just absolutely pounding the shit out of his face, though. Batman and Leatherface trading blows. Batman, of course, having a lot more formal combat experience than just about anyone else in this ring. Hard to think that the edge isn't going to go to him when you consider factors like that. However, these other guys don't have a problem with killing people. Like, Batman is the only person in this ring that has not intentionally killed somebody that he didn't feel remorse for. Another important factor to consider. 5.5 minutes in here, neither team managing to score an elimination early. A lot of submission attempts, though. A lot of murder attempts as well. Our attempted murder match of the evening. Oh, and Freddy just rubbing that elbow into Harley's face.
You can't escape.
See, if DLW had a mixed tag division, who would I put together? Okay, so, I've actually considered this. This is a thing that I've thought about. And so a big thing that I really like about what I've kind of come up with here for Dream League is, of course, you know, we have the fictional characters, we have the real wrestlers, we have celebrities, like that sort of thing. So we can mix and match whatever we want, right? So here's some ideas that I've had for some Dream League tag teams, right? One, Guy Fieri and Rachel Ray. We got to get them in the ring immediately. Oh, and we've got a run-in. Luke Cage is here for the run-in. Whose side is he on, ladies and gentlemen? Whose side is he on? Oh, it looks like he has taken the side of the comic book heroes. Crossing lines from Marvel to DC to support the Bat family here in this movie murder challenge. The Horror World Order was not ready for this. Alright, so going back to the idea of the mixed tag teams. Okay, so, you know, there's like some obvious ones that you got in there, like Joker and Harley, like animated series version, right? Like, kind of don't want to do like anything really besides that because like, obviously there's still like the issues with the relationship there, but it's not, you know, quite as big of a deal as it is in the comics because it's toned down for kids, right? So like that's a fun one I'd want to do. Jean Grey as like a rotating partner between Cyclops and Wolverine. That would be like a fun one to do. At some point, maybe even bring in some like Harry Potter characters. Once again, I know like there's problems with the author there. We see Harley Quinn taking a scythe to the face there. Issues with the author, but I don't think that really needs to let us restrict us. I don't think that needs to let us I don't think we need to be restricted from using the characters in this contest, right? So like, obviously Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger have got to show up in the Dream League at some point. Spider-Man and Black Cat would be an interesting tag team, I think. As far as like fictional stuff goes. Real life stuff, I think it kind of starts to get a little bit more interesting there to a degree. Like obviously we're gonna have like Cardona and Chelsea Green like as a tag team, like that makes sense. I want to see the return of the tag team Nick Gage and Maki Ito. Like let's like make that happen. Probably do like some weird like cool stuff too. Like MMA is a big factor in Dream League, right? So doing a team like Shayna Baszler and Brock Lesnar seems like kind of a no-brainer, right? Like, that sort of thing. So I think we have a lot of, like, really cool options for people we can do for mixed tag team. And something I want to see kind of happen, hopefully, is we can get more viewers for this and just kind of hopefully stream more consistently and bring in some more exciting elements, that sort of stuff, is I want to start doing, like match suggestions, right? Or, like, participant suggestions, that sort of thing. Like basically we do like a form for you guys to fill out where it's like, hey, like this is a match we want to see. These are people we want to see. Like I don't necessarily care who you put Spawn up against, but like, yes, please bring in Spawn. You know, like stuff like that. So like hopefully as we get more interactive and grow and that sort of thing, it'll be less about like who I would put together as a tag team and who you guys would want to see together as a tag team. Yeah. Freddy Krueger there with that gutbuster there on Batman. Oh, and goes to the top, but misses big time. He might have hit Red Hood. Leatherface going after Red Hood there with that scythe. Not sure how much damage that's going to do to the face. Batman takes a last ride, though. Harley Quinn up and down with that press slam. Red Hood to the top rope there. Ooh, that was a low-angle powerbomb for Batman to take, and then right into that inverted DDT. I was not aware that Camp Crystal Lake had a pro wrestling program. I'm pretty sure Freddy is trying to actually just get into Jason Todd's brain there. Alright, but as we, you know, we're 20 minutes in here, as this, almost 20 minutes in, as this action continues, kind of speaking about, like, ideas for Dream League wrestling, right? Like, this is something that, you know, I came up with Dream League on a Sunday afternoon where I was bored, right? Like, it was a randomizer show. You know, I keep referring to Monarch of Mass as being, like, our first show, quote-unquote. And in many ways it was. But, you know, Dream League is an idea that I've kind of just been, like, dinking around with, kind of off and on over the years. And something I kind of am now to a point where I would like to try to kind of make it into something if possible. But, you know, there's ideas that I have that I want to, like, that I've already implemented or that I would like to see implemented that are literally just, like, fun for me. And so I kind of hope that, you know, viewers will find them fun. Like, the audience will find them fun, but not only that, like, we'll find ways to kind of adapt things that might not necessarily hit with the audience into something cool. Like, you know, like we have a clown division, right? Like, literally just like various clowns. And that amuses me greatly. But eventually that's going to have to turn into something else. And I hope that, that something else can be something that, we discover with the audience. And kind of the same with, like, the comic book division. Like, eventually, like, there's going to be, like, a strict division that's just comic book characters. And, obviously they can come out and wrestle other people, but the idea of kind of having, like, pro wrestling comic book fights is really cool to me. So let's take a look here. Zach has suggested some matches. So we've got Foxy and Roxanne Wolf. I'm actually not familiar with that one, so you might have to explain that one for me. Drax and Mantis, I like that. Storm and Colossus as well. I'd also considered Storm and Black Panther. Kind of an obvious connection there. Obviously, Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic, another one that will probably happen. Real World, Emma and Riddick Moss, I like that. Aldous and Nick James, I also really like that. Oba Femi and Nikita Lyons, also good. First one's FNAF. I kind of thought it was, but I was in my early to mid 20s when the FNAF thing was kind of happening, so like it wasn't really a thing I was super into. And I missed an elimination here. It looks like Red Hood has been murdered. Rest in peace, Red Hood. We'll have to bring another one through the portal for the next booking. But yeah, I missed out on the whole FNAF thing, despite being a horror guy in general. So, Freddy Krueger has been eliminated now. So no, that would definitely be one to look into. I need to fix up this roster a little bit and kind of go through and make sure that I've got a spreadsheet of everybody and I can figure out where everyone is and where my holes in my roster are. Because if you go back and you watch that original video on demand for Dream League Volume 1 Monarch of Mass, you'll see I had kind of a moment there where I thought I had somebody sorted into a roster, did not, went and looked, didn't even have them downloaded. Leatherface eliminated there by Batman. And so, what in the fuck is Ganondorf doing here? Oh my god, he's attacking Harley from behind. The baddies really do stick together. We had Luke Cage show up from Marvel to support the good guys, and now Ganondorf has crossed over from Nintendo to support actual murderers. Not sure how Nintendo's gonna feel about that, but here we are. Master Chief and Cortana, that'd be another good duo to do. I keep saying main event. I might do just a couple more matches just for some fun, now that we got a little bit of some chatting going and stuff. This is just weirdness to me. This is whatever weird stuff pops into my brain kind of fuels the idea for Dream League. And I think that we literally have a division that's nothing but just big boys, as headed by Big Van Vader as your first ever Monarch of Mass, right? And so hopefully some of this, a battle X-Men versus Marvel. All right, we can do that. We can totally do that. That'll be next up. We'll see what I've got for what we can do there. I know Wolverine's in there, Storm's in there, I think. Yeah, no, we'll take a look and see what I've got. The fact that Jason Voorhees is holding off Harley and Batman for this long is pretty shocking. The fact that Harley has been the one that has lasted this long over Red Hood is not something I expected, because I expected whoever made Red Hood to probably just put him at an insanely high power and insanely high essentially resilience. Jason Voorhees cannot be put down, though. Of course, we know not even drowning can stop this man.
Give up. Give up.
So if you actually go back in the video on demand once it's posted, a couple of matches before this, we did Booster Gold versus Deadpool in essentially Pride MMA rules. I won't spoil who won if you didn't see it. If you want to go back and watch that. But like, that's the kind of shit I want to do with Dream League, right? Harley poking Jason Voorhees in his eyes, dude. Oh, Batman attempting to fly there. You missed, though. Harley punches Jason Voorhees in the nuts and goes for a pinfall. If that had been the thing that took Jason out, we would have to retire this outfit. But he could never wear this outfit again. Double, almost looked like he was going through there. A triple powerbomb, or possibly even a Death Valley driver out of that second one, but Harley forwarded it. There's been a lot of stabbings in this match. As I said earlier, it's better than when Art started shooting people in literally the first... Oh my god, he punched his head off! He punched his head off! I don't know how Batman got his head back after it was punched off. Jason just refusing to give up here today. Continuously punching Batman's head off. You would think that would put a normal man down. Jason is just taking control of this match here late. A little too gassed to run the ropes, though. Running not the big man's strength. We have not really seen him use that to his advantage in the past. Batman knocked out with a razor's edge. Immediately gets Harley up for a one. Oh my God. If Jason had won back-to-back knockouts right there, that would have been the most insane finish we've had. Although we did have an MMA fight on the last show that ended by self-knockout. But I think it was Bobby Lashley might have knocked himself out on the last show. Of course, earlier in the evening, we lost Samoa Joe to a Doomsday Device DDT. Paramedics did not want to interrupt the match and allowed him to lay in the ring for 20-plus minutes. So, we're going to have to get a new Samoa Joe. Harley getting stabbed in the head again. Jason claiming not to know what's going on. That's okay, dude. You're not getting disqualified. Harley Quinn, the last chance for the Bat family, a sentence this commentator never thought he would say. Sitting Jason down there in that running soccer kick right to the face. Jason kicks her to get out of it, though. Both into the ropes, and Harley with that clothesline. Oh, but Jason gets her up for a 1, 2, and a Death Valley driver. Good God. He can't capitalize off that, though. Harley shaky on her feet. Oh, it might have been a ploy, though. She hits that cutter. There we go. 1, 2. Neither competitor showing an ounce of willingness to give up here. Oh, and once again, that repeating powerbomb into a Death Valley driver. Harley's still in this thing, though. At this point, Jason's tag team partners might be doing him more harm than good, keeping referee Mills Lane distracted in moments that he might have won. He just continuously goes to that stabbing. I guess when you're in doubt, go to what you know. Of course, if you're watching right now and not following, we are trying to get to the goal of 20 followers. Currently sitting at 11, so if you're peeking in, you're liking what we're doing, you're enjoying seeing this. Oh, and another Death Valley driver powerbomb combo. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. Follow us, you know, see what we're doing here, because we're trying to be more consistent about this, putting on absolutely bizarre wrestling shows. Normally, if it's not the middle of the afternoon show, it's going to be a little bit less. Going to be a little bit less random. It's going to be a little bit more interactive with the chat as far as shaping how the card shapes up. But we will have advertised matches, as well as hopefully some special tournaments, that sort of thing, coming up here in the future. We're coming up quickly on 1 hour. 1 hour of action here in this tag team match. Harley sending Jason to the outside. Drop kick there. Oh, now trading elbows. Harley says not today, and Enziguri ends the exchange. Oh, that is it, though, ladies and gentlemen. Jason catches Harley on the rebound with a choke slam. 50 minutes, 34 seconds. Winner by, I'm assuming, fatality. Jason Voorhees wins it for his team. Last man standing. Wow, the Horror World Order picks up that victory here today. All right. Clear all these out. Clear them all out. Clear them all out. So we have had the request. Audience viewer request for Marvel versus the X-Men. So let's see what X-Men I have. Obviously Wolverine. I've got my hand out, just kind of gesturing at Scarlet Witch. I realize you guys can't see that. Vision has yet to wrestle. Vision has not made his Dream League debut yet. I have a lot more Marvel than I thought I did. Apparently I have a second Wolverine. Oh no, I wanted to see if he had more stuff. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at this. Okay, hear me out here. Hear me out here. We were talking mixed gender matches, right? So just hear me out. I mean, a Marvel couples fight, right? Like, based on everything I was seeing there, this might be the Marvel dream match for an intergender moment. For an intergender based on what roster we have at the moment. Alright, while I patch up some holes in my roster, we're going to go to this. Vision and Scarlet Witch versus Mr. Fantastic. Actually, no, I didn't do that right. Let's do this right. Coming up next, the first ever intergender tag team match in the history of Dream League Wrestling as Vision and the Scarlet Witch take on Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman for the title of First Couple of Marvel. Alright, as they make their entrances here, I am hitting up the wonderful firepro-w.com to download some things on the fly and make some cool things happen. So hopefully we can do even more fun stuff that y'all want to see. I kind of dig this weird, like, Spanish-y kind of song that the Fantastics are coming out to. Of course, we're observing tornado rules here. Ooh, Hulk versus Thanos. That is in fact a money fight. As they say, that's definitely one I think that we should do sooner rather than later. Gonna work on patching up some holes. Gonna try to get like some more. I think it's more video game characters, more comic book characters. Definitely some more like bad guys too. Like I have a lot of good guys, as I'm sure you can tell just by looking at it. Like a lot of the heroes and that sort of stuff. But I would definitely like to, get more of the bad guys because, like, obviously at some point we're gonna have to do like a conglomeration of Spider-Mans against like 4 of the Sinister Six, right? We're gonna have to do like Avengers against all of the or against 4 Avengers level threats, like that sort of stuff. So like, there's gonna be like, there's definitely some holes that need to be fixed there. Oh, Vision with that nice standing shooting star press. Interesting how the men and the men and the women have paired off here. And also gonna do some fun, different things like, a Hulk fight. Get all the Hulks to fight each other, that sort of thing. Yeah, no, so like, definitely like, like I said, like, if there are, like, if there are characters you want to see, like, pop up here, like, obviously, like, I'm sure you guys can tell listening to me talk about this, I'm a pretty big fucking nerd, and enjoy comics, enjoy video games, that sort of stuff, enjoy wrestling, but I can't cover all the bases, right? So, you know, if there's people you guys want to see, like, let me know. You know, if you want to see Hulk versus Leader at some point, let me know. If you want to see, you know, Thanos versus Darkseid at some point, let me know. Like, I can't 100% fill all of the holes in my roster, like, anticipate, like, who you guys want to see until, you know, we start getting a little bit more interactive here. But yeah. Oh, another one for the mixed gender tag team division. It pertains to a comic that I've been getting back into after many years of not even really thinking about it. Spawn and Angela. That would be a team that I would do together.
Give up. Give up.
Also, so Zach, I was talking about it earlier, and I mean, you've been providing feedback so far, so I will go to you with this question. A tournament idea that has kind of blossomed, something I've done for fun over the years, just on 2K and whatnot. It's been like, I'll do a Battle of Generations, Battle of Promotions sort of gimmick, where it's teams of 4 representing different time periods, different promotions, that sort of stuff. Survivor Series rules, 8-person tag team matches. Basically, the idea would be Dream League would host probably a 2-day block of shows that's just those types of matches. Just a 2-day tournament to decide who is the best. So if that's something that you guys in the chat, I see, you know, that number's going up some. If that's something you guys would want to see, absolutely, you know, let me know, because that's something I would definitely like to do. Tournaments, leagues, that sort of stuff going into the future is kind of going to be, I think, the bread and butter here. These two teams are incredibly evenly matched, not saying that as an intentional pun. So, I don't know, I appreciate the support for that idea, thank you. That's definitely something, like I said, I would like to do that in the future. But no, so on the topic of, like, being a huge nerd, reading comics, like, all that sort of stuff. So have you guys ever read, like, any, like, Marvel from, like, the 60s? You know, like, I'm one of those terrible people. I have a subscription to Marvel Unlimited. And so when I'm, like, hanging out, have, like, some downtime, and I don't want to get into, like, an actual book that I'm reading, I'll just, like, check out comics. And I'm trying to do essentially the ultimate Marvel reading list, which puts things in, like, a contextualized order, to kind of make things make a little bit more sense, if what I'm saying makes any sense. I'm sure you guys can find it online. But, you know, you start in the 60s. And so starting in the 60s, you get these really, like, oddball issues, right, before they really figured out everything and, like, how they wanted to do it. So there's an issue of Fantastic Four that is, it's just, like, one of the I think it's the B story of the issue, is just, like, an FAQ, essentially, an illustrated FAQ. Like, here's the questions we get asked the most often, here's answers for them. So, you know, like, they're asking, like one of the questions that Reed answers is, like, about, like, the science behind, like, the Fantastic Four's, like, gear and shit, right? And then, like, the things, I can't remember, like, exactly what the things was, but I think it had to do with, like, his strength, right? So then you get to Sue Storms. And, like, up to this point, like, there's been, like, these, like, very well thought out answers, like, you know, like, you can tell, like, they put some effort into these, right? So then you get to Sue Storms, and her question is basically, so why don't you fucking do anything? Because up to that point, she didn't really do anything in the comics. She literally was just, like, she was there, you know, and, was, like, an emotional character without necessarily being, like, the action character. I mean, like, the most significant storyline involving her up to that point was, like, Namor hornswoggled the Fantastic Four into, like, being in a movie that was funded by him because they were out of cash because Reed Richards was really bad at investing. That's a true story. That's actually happened in comics. And so, Reed has been eliminated off that submission. Wow. Almost 20 minutes in, and we have our first elimination here. Reed Richards getting eliminated. But Sue's question is, like I said, basically like, why don't you fucking do anything? And the answer is essentially, well, every group needs a mother. And so if you want an idea of like how Marvel saw female characters, particularly in the 60s, just consider the fact that Sue Storm's initial role was to be like the mother to the Fantastic Four and not sister to one, girlfriend to one, friend to another. That didn't really have a point. It's just something that like really caught my attention. Oh, and Scarlet Witch and Vision win with 0 eliminations. Holy crap. But like I said, that's not anything important. But at the same time, it's something that caught my attention. I was very interested by that, we'll say. So, all right. 20 minutes, 49 seconds. Vision and Scarlet Witch defeat Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman, and I'm sure you guys noticed Scarlet Witch was the only one getting those eliminations. All right, let's dip a little bit back into the world of wrestling. I don't know why I backed out that far. We're gonna so we've done a couple of generational battles today. We did TNA versus ROH was the first one, where Ring of Honor came out as the losers. We did ECW versus GCW in a death match. So, bearing that in mind, I think maybe we wrap up today, and I hate to say it, but maybe we wrap up today with a little bit of a Monday Night War. And we have representatives from WWF's Attitude Era take on representatives from WCW's Monday Night War era. And well, that's I think that might be how we finish up today. So I'll take suggestions if there's anybody you guys want to suggest go into this match. Obviously Vader's not going into it. I'm just looking at this one in comparison to another one. I'm thinking Austin, Rock, Foley have got to be 3 members of Team WWF, right? I look at the red knee brace as evil heel Steve Austin. Make sure we get Rocky with hair, because it's accurate for the time. And also, we are planning, and well, it's me. It's me, and then talking to you guys, coming up for ideas, right? So, I am planning on introducing some championships. There is one already in play, that is the Monarch of Mass. Big Van Vader is the current champion. He has already defended it twice. And then, I don't know, Undertaker or Triple H? What do we think, chat? Undertaker or Triple H for this last spot for Team WWF? If you need to see it. It would be that version, 1998 Undertaker, or Triple H. Not sure why it's both ways. Austin, Rock, Foley, Triple H. All right, I think that is pretty reasonable. Okay, so Team WCW. You know, there are some people that I feel like would be obvious picks, but as like a big-time WCW guy, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do NWO guys in this mix, because we have NWO as its own little staple there. That's not WCW, that's the NWO. So no WCW, or no NWO guys. So to maintain the integrity of it being a WCW team, obviously the Stinger's got to be the captain. Like, no question, it's got to be Sting. Number 2, I mean, it's got to be Flair. Like, I don't think that there could be a 1A and 1B for WCW besides Ric Flair and Sting. And then let's represent the later era a little bit. So Goldberg. Ugh. Do I only have gross ass WWE Goldberg? Ugh. Oh, I hate that. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with it anyway. Alright, so we got Goldberg. And then my personal pick, my favorite WCW wrestler, and I am somebody that grew up as a WCW kid. My absolute favorite WCW wrestler, Booker T, has to be number 4 on this team. So we'll do Tornado Rules because it's a little bit less redundant overall. But when we do the tournament, it won't be Tornado Rules. It will be just normal rules. Let's turn up high run-ins because it's the Attitude Era. Gotta have high run-ins on. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I know I said it before, but I mean it this time. Coming up next in our main event for the evening, we have an 8-man elimination tag team match pitting Team WWF of Steve Austin, The Rock, Mankind, and Triple H against Team WCW of Sting, Ric Flair, Bill Goldberg, and Booker T. There we go. We see Team WWF making their entrance here first. It's going to be hard to keep these egos from this team in check. That's going to be the biggest problem for Team WWF. We have a strong start to this one as all 8 men are giving everything they can to prove that their company is the superior one. This match in and of itself containing quite a few dream matches. Personally would love to see Sting versus The Rock in a one-on-one match. Triple H versus Ric Flair, both in their prime, would be another example of a great match. Even, I mean, honestly, Rock versus Booker T would have been pretty spectacular at a certain point as well. So hopefully, these matches turn into matches we can do on future cards as singles matches. But I think right now we might be getting a preview of what this tournament is going to look like, what these teams are going to look like. Obviously, as we said, we're not going to be doing tornado tag rules for the tournament. It'll be standard, what most wrestling fans know as Survivor Series tag team rules to do that, but we will be moving forward with that here in the future, and I think that Team WWF Attitude and Team WCW might be stacked here. Sting with the DDT there on Mankind. Oh, and a big double powerbomb there on Sting. Mankind and Triple H working together is not something that I expected to be the case in this match, but they seem to be doing pretty well. Oh, Sting hits that big cutter there on Mankind. Booker T and Goldberg trying to team up here on The Rock while Austin and Ric Flair face off. Rock is trying to get the better of Team WCW there, not really accomplishing it though. Triple H and Sting trading blows. You gotta figure these two guys are gonna cross paths again in Dream League. In the future we will be having, of course, the Dream League Climax Series, which is gonna be a round-robin tournament consisting of up to 64 individuals. We have not decided on an official number nor on a time, but once again, that is going to be a mix of the real, the fictional, and the all-time. Ric Flair with the backslide there on Triple H only gets a 1 count though. No eliminations so far here at almost the 10-minute mark. Rock walking Sting in that sharpshooter though, that might be literally the definition of insult to injury, as we all know that Sting uses that Scorpion Deathlock as his finisher and has for quite a long time. Mankind almost eliminated there. Oh, and Ric Flair taking that superplex from The Rock. Triple H not tapping out to that armbar from Goldberg. Ric Flair with a punching combination to Mankind. Based on when we pulled Ric Flair from... Oh, a double arm DDT from Mankind, though. Flair's up first, however. I'm not certain if this version of Ric Flair hates Mick Foley yet or not. Oh, we saw Foley's underpants there, though. Almost the elimination on that high diving crossbody onto Flair. The other 6 men just kind of knotted up in that corner, while Flair and Foley have a match of their own. Oh, now Goldberg gets Foley out of that. Oh, and Flair with that double knee drop. It is amazing that neither team has had a single elimination yet. But when we consider the quality of competitor, Triple H with the pedigree on Booker T, almost getting the elimination there. Got to think Ric Flair might have saved Booker T's bacon there. Sting almost the elimination on Austin. We're approaching the 15-minute mark and still it's a 4-on-4 encounter. Booker with that single leg Boston Crab on The Rock. Booker T the only man bleeding in this match so far. Considering where these wrestlers come from, both in promotions and time period, it's astounding we have yet to see a run-in yet. Oh, Booker with the axe kick on Steve Austin. Unable to capitalize on it, though. Stinger goes for the pin. Austin kicks out quickly, though. Booker T just absolutely covered in his own blood here today. Doesn't even have the strength there to lift up Austin. Also with that side Russian leg sweep on Booker T. Foley up to the top again and takes out Booker. Might have been an elimination had Sting not hit that DDT on Austin on top of Foley. Approaching 20 minutes here with still no eliminations yet. Oh, Flair! I think, yes, Flair just submitted to a Dragon Sleeper from Triple H. Just shy of 16 and a half minutes and we have our first elimination, folks. Sting takes the pedigree from Triple H. Of course, neither of these men know about their horrible match that they would go on to have later in life. Sting sent into the corner there just kind of to get him out of the way, it seems like. Team WWF has the advantage, and they want to press that advantage here. Oh, and a bookend from Booker T. Oh, Booker takes another pile driver there, though, from Triple H. Oh, and Booker submits. Booker T has been eliminated by Triple H. Triple H with 2 submission eliminations so far in the last 2 minutes. Team WWF really at an advantage now with a 4-on-2 as Sting and Goldberg are the only 2 left to represent WCW, which is quite honestly very fitting when you consider the history of that company. Triple H with that Dragon Sleeper that got Ric Flair to submit. Looks like Sting is going to hold out a little bit longer, though. Oh, but will this pedigree do it? It will not. Mankind gets body drop to the outside. Sting and The Rock both in one corner there. Oh, Sting and The Rock up to the top rope there. Looks like Rock got the better of it. Goldberg fights out of a triple team attempt. Austin got Sting in that tree of woe, just kicking away. Sting with that slam. Ladies and gentlemen, as commentators, I know we're not supposed to take sides, but my God, it's hard to see how Team WCW pulls out of this one tonight. Triple H using that Indian leg lock to try to get a submission from Big Bill Goldberg. Unless I'm mistaken, I do not think Bill Goldberg has actually legitimately submitted ever. My God, Sting has been eliminated now with that Dragon Sleeper. It is now down 4-on-1, Team WWF against just Bill Goldberg. Triple H is trying for that submission one more time. It's hard to see a future where Bill Goldberg gets out of this with the victory, folks. His team there supporting him on the outside, though. Oh, a slam to Austin. And one to Triple H as well. It looks like that was an overdrive. Goldberg will not go quietly into that good night, ladies and gentlemen. This team really is just having their way with Goldberg at this point, though. There is not much this man can do to deal with this odds advantage that they have. And Triple H hits another pedigree. Austin with the low blow. Double team from the Rock and Sock connection. Austin with that quick pinfall to follow up. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. A clean sweep for Team WWF as Triple H eliminates 3 and Austin eliminates Bill Goldberg for the victory. All right, well, wow, so thanks everybody that popped in and out and interacted in the chat and that sort of stuff. Really appreciate you guys. Everybody watching the video on demand too, leave your comments on the multiple things that I have talked about throughout the show. So this was, like I said, this was a test. Leave comments of like people you want to see, matchups you want to see, and just kind of let us know, let me know what you want to see for the future, because this is something I enjoy doing, and hopefully if I'm doing what you guys want to see me do, then a lot more people will see me doing it. So yeah, thank you guys so much. And then hold on, let's end this the right way. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today for this amazing card of action from Dream League Wrestling. And until next time, we'll see you in your dreams.